What's up everybody, this is France over here from PE Reviews and Playeressence.com, and today in this PE discussion we're going to be talking about Star Fox on the Wii U. Now I was not always the biggest supporter of this, but new things have happened and I started thinking about things. Not only that, but I actually wrote an article way back when about Star Fox coming to the Wii U, and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, why does anybody not want this to happen? Nintendo has this. Nintendo has this. Okay. The game is in space. You have a ship. You have a plane, a fighting plane. Fox has a blaster gun. He's athletic. He knows martial arts. He's a soldier. What game is that kind of like? Now, I'm not saying that it needs to turn into Mass Effect 3 or Mass Effect franchise, but man, would it not be cool to be able to be doing on-foot missions. Now, they tried this a little bit, but make it better, make it good. They tried that with the GameCube version. On-foot missions where you're shooting, blasting up with Fox and the gang, and then you have your space missions, which would be something different than Mass Effect because there's no actual, ship shooting and stuff like that, space combat in Mass Effect. To be able to have space combat, have that as a second tier thing that you do. Space combat, upgrade your ship, get new weapons, level up, items, all of that stuff in an open world Star Fox game. There is tons of lore surrounding Star Fox. There are tons of cool things as far as the comics go and all that. Why not explore that, Nintendo? Now, these type of games, this type of stuff probably scares Nintendo. Open world, the cost of developing these type of games. But this is what Nintendo, I think they need to think about. They need to think about grabbing their own fan base. They need to think about enticing new people to pick up the Wii U. They need to think about all those things because there's a lot of people that are waiting. They're waiting for that game. They're waiting for that multiplayer game, or they're waiting for that game that really takes advantage of this beast right here. And Star Fox could be that game. Imagine playing 16 players online. Each one person can be a commander. Gamepad has an overview of the map and everything. Can give commands to their lieutenants and all that, to the other characters. Other characters dealing with this, or maybe they're just playing with the gamepad, but it doesn't have as much information on it as like a commander. Imagine something like that, or they're playing with their pro controllers. Imagine playing co-op with a buddy in the same room, or even online co-op. One person's the commander, Star Fox, has the gamepad. The other person's playing with the pro controller. Imagine the possibilities, the online possibilities, the multiplayer possibilities with the Star Fox franchise, with the powerful system as the Wii U. Because let's just get things straight. Nintendo has not taken advantage of the Wii U system yet. Nintendo has not taken advantage of the power yet. Now, we've got some great looking games, don't get me wrong. I'll be playing Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze all day today. That game looks great. Super Mario 3D World, game looks great. Sonic Lost World, game looks great. But those games don't have the style. Those games don't have the potential to be what a full ground up Star Fox can be made. Now, and I know a lot of people are going to address this in the comment section, or maybe a lot of people, from what I've said before as far as the Star Fox in the past, the series and the sales and stuff like that. I don't think Nintendo should worry about that. The biggest thing Nintendo should worry about right now is grabbing their own fan base. And I think it's pretty clear to me that their own fan base isn't buying the Wii U. And like I said, I don't want to get into sales discussions a lot. That's not what it's going to be about. But there's people waiting for those games. There's Nintendo fans waiting for those games. They love them, the N64. And there's a lot of people who did like Star Fox in the game. Maybe it wasn't the greatest, Metacritic score, but there's still a lot of people that did like the game. There are people waiting for that game. There's so much potential with what Fox can do, his martial arts skills, everything that he has. The ship, I'm telling you, if they structure a little bit like this, it would be gold. Now, I've always, thought that platformers are great. And the games that Nintendo makes are great, but they need to start making those games that have that suck you in factor. Now, if any of you guys are old school GameSpot fans, they used to have like a rating or a little icon, or maybe they still have that icon. I don't go to GameSpot anymore, but anyway, as the suck you in, where it draws you into the game, and they have that as basically like an achievement that you get for certain games, like when they do the reviews. Nintendo has great games, don't get me wrong, but I've been noticing that their games don't suck you in. Like they're clean, polished, well-made experiences like Super Mario 3D World, like New Super Mario Bros. But where is the depth to suck you in, like you would see from, the games of old? And I think that's what Nintendo needs to go back to, and I hope that's what they can do. And I think Star Fox, they can exploit that because it's so multifaceted. And like, think about Star Fox. With the art style that Star Fox has, with the power of the Wii U, with the gamepad, the possibilities with having 16 players online multiplayer, 4-on-4 dogfights. I'm telling you, leader has the gamepad, sees all the information, can give basically voice chat, direct link voice chat straight from the gamepad to the player. Tap on whatever player they want to use. I mean, it could even be like an overview match to where the person even with the gamepad maybe he's not even in the ship, not even flying, and they're just basically giving commands as far as, hey, this is where the enemy is. There's all sorts of possibilities, and I think Nintendo is not taking advantage of that. Now, I'm not sitting here and demanding, oh, they need to do this now. What I'm saying is that this is something that maybe needs to be announced, and they need to start getting the ball rolling. Now, what teams could work on a potential game like this? You have Retro, you have Monster Games, you have Next Level. You have a few different companies that can work on this. Now, I would love to see Retro, maybe even to make it Metroid or Star Fox, either one. Metroid we'll get to in a different discussion. But I really think that Star Fox on the Wii U can work, and it can work well. They just need to make it to where it sucks you in, make it to where it draws you in, add those layers of depth that the previous Star Fox games didn't have. I don't want it to just be a cut and paste Star Fox game. You know, to where it's like, okay, well, it's like on rails, you're shooting, okay, you get the different guns, or you're just on foot and you're shooting some people, and you're in your tank. No, I want there to be layers of depth. I want there to be strategy involved. I want there to be online play. I want there to be upgrades. I want there to be levels, all sorts of stuff. I want there to be different mechanics. It needs to evolve. And I think that's the thing that Nintendo can't figure out. How do we evolve the franchise? But it's all right here. Take some cues from this game. Take some cues from some RPGs. That's how every game should evolve. If you don't know what to do, look at an RPG. Because the fundamental building blocks of RPG just proves to be evolution. RPGs have to evolve in battle system. They have to evolve. Otherwise, it's just the same thing over and over and over and over. Levels, as far as like the scenery and stuff like that, those aren't as big as a deal in RPGs as the battle system and mechanics. So whenever developers are making a new RPG or when they're making a new installment, they have to add those mechanics to evolve the system. Whereas in other games, it's just about, okay, well, if you're platforming on different levels, you can jump. That's what it is, you know, but that can get stale at times. It's like, well, how many ideas can you think of, you know? Whereas RPGs, you can always build in new mechanics. You can always think of new layers of depth. And I think that's where the Star Fox franchise needs to go, along with online multiplayer. Now, if Nintendo did this, I'm telling you, this could be something that they could really push. And I know that I've said in the past, okay, well, you know, Star Fox isn't the best seller in Japan. But here's the thing, Nintendo makes the best games in the world. Force Japan to like Star Fox. Get some really good Japanese voice actors. If you put some RPG elements in there, or if you make it a pseudo RPG, that will attract the Japanese audience, and the American audience will play it because it's Star Fox. You don't even have to really tell them it's an RPG. You can just say, hey, yeah, there's some depth and mechanics and extra stuff in there, and then when they play it, they'll buy it anyway. So I think that's what Nintendo needs to do with the Star Fox franchise. I also penned an article talking about some other stuff that they should do. It's kind of old. I think I wrote it back in 2012. I'll have a link to that in the description below, so you can read that if you want to. I have some other ideas, but what are you guys' ideas for the Star Fox franchise? What do you guys want to see out of it? You guys like my ideas with asymmetrical gameplay with the Wii U gamepad and the Wii U Pro controller? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think should happen? Do you guys think Star Fox is going to be unveiled at E3? You know what? I think it will be, and I think it's going to be awesome, or I think it's going to be unveiled sometime soon. I feel that we're due for a new Star Fox game, and I don't know what I was talking about in the past. I was being cloudy. We need to get a Star Fox game, and I feel that Nintendo can deliver. They just need to trust in themselves and believe in themselves and evolve the franchise into what it needs to be successful worldwide. Like I said, Nintendo, they make the best games. They have the best developers. Use them. Think of stuff. You guys can do it, Nintendo. Come on. Anyway, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What are your ideas? Make sure you check out the description. That'll take you over to Playeressence.com. We got plenty of news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and plenty of good stuff going up on there all day, all weekend long. Alright, once again, this is Francis, and we will see you guys for the next PE discussion. Peace.